Coming up next, very funny person. Please put your hands together for Iwan
I like you.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Yeah, a couple weeks ago, was Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, me, I got super drunk. And then I was like, oh, it's Cinco de Mayo today? Yeah, the rapper, Macklemore, he made a new pro-Palestine song called Heinz Hall. A lot of people that aren't paying attention, they don't know how it is, you know? I'm Generation X, right? I know Heinz's story, you know? But as Generation X, what I don't know is, who the fuck is Macklemore? You're taking a piss when you have a boner, it's really hard, right? Like, if you're outside, it doesn't matter, you know? But when you're trying to aim at something as small as a toilet, it's like playing skee-ball with your dick. Yeah, you know, it's weird how it's so hard to make a woman orgasm, right? You would think when men and women have sex, they would have orgasm at the same time, right? But no, not even close, right? So we gotta do all these little things and stuff. Like, most likely just go down on them, right? But that's not easy either, right? Because nothing sticks out of a vagina, you know? You gotta like reach in there with your tongue and shit. It's like lapping up a puddle of water through a small hole with a crevice of 3 boulders and shit, right? Like 30 minutes, you know? It's like a part-time job, you know? Then your fucking hair all itching your face and shit. You're like, fuck, you know, hurry up. What do you think about baseball or something? Shit. And finally, she comes, you're like, whew. You're welcome, baby. Yeah, you know, my dog, I have a little dog. She's so cute. I mean, she's so cute that even other dogs, when they see her, they're like, oh my gosh, that dog is so cute. And then they go, oh my gosh, I can talk. Yeah, the whole little Asian dick, or little dick Asian nip thing, it worked out in my favor a couple weeks back, you know? Yeah, I met this little petite French lady. She was like 5'2". I think she singled me out because she was like, hey, this Asian guy, he must have a lot of money with a small dick, right? Wrong. Yeah, like, you know, I don't know, I'm broke as hell, but I know one thing about me is I do have a normal sized dick, you know? Yeah, I know because I was in the army. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm good. And when she saw my dick, she was like, oh my god, your dick is huge, right? Like, it's not that big, or thank you. Yeah, it's not the longest in the world, but it is a bit girthy, you know? So upon initial insertion, she was like, ah! You know, hurting someone with your dick is like the manliest thing you could ever do, you know? I could almost feel my ancestors patting me on the back and shit. Yeah, it was awesome. You know, when I saw my dick in her little hands, I was like, wow, you know, maybe I do have a big dick. Yeah, I suggest every guy date a woman that's 6 inches or more shorter than them. You know, I felt like a porn star with her and shit. And man, I should get a porn name. Like I could E1. Oh. Yeah, I was driving around the other day and I got pulled over by a horse cop. That was crazy. I didn't even know he was behind me. And I heard this. It wasn't a siren either. It was a horse making that sound. You know, one of my buddies, he's a Muslim, right? So he doesn't eat pork. He's always trying to pork shame me and shit. He's always like, oh, gross, we eat bacon and sausage. I'm like, man, I'm Korean, right? We eat dogs, right? Yeah, earlier this year, scientists reported for the first time 2 male humpback whales having sex. Yeah, Hollywood's already going to make a movie about it. Yeah, they're going to call it Humpback Mountain. Yeah, it's weird how language changes over time, right? Like nowadays, if a guy told me he was going to blow my brains out, I wouldn't know whether to run away or pull my pants down. You know the NFL has 1 Asian player, and he's a kicker. Did you not find a more racist position for this guy? Or was he going to go out barefoot in a karate uniform? Yeah, I was watching this Bigfoot show the other day, and it struck me as how dedicated these Bigfoot hunters were, you know? They're like so devoted to something that might not even be real. Like comedians in their careers. I was watching the Oscars a couple weeks back. Towards the end, I was getting excited. I was like, hey, look, they're bringing back the Mummy. But then I saw, I was like, oh no, that's just Al Pacino. Yeah, I was talking to this guy the other day, he told me he's Persian. I was like, you're Persian? From Persia? That's pretty good. He was like, yeah, where are you from? I was like, Han Dynasty? Now, let me tell you guys a story. The day I met The Rock, right?
Whoa.
Yeah, about 2015, I was getting, at the DMV getting my license renewed, right? With my buddy. We're waiting in line. And he's like, hey, you see that guy over there? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I think it's The Rock, right? And I look, and I'm like, I don't think so. He looks a little thin, right? But then he smiles, you know? And I'm like, you know what? Maybe, you know? And I look around the room, and everyone's just kind of looking at him, like pointing at him and shit. And you can feel this excitement, like building, right? It's like literally every second it's like building. And at one point, this girl screams, "It's The Rock!" Right? And everyone's like, oh shit. Anyway, when I go to get my picture taken, he cuts the line, right? He cuts right in front of me, right? And so he's like standing right in front of me, just looking at me, right? And I could ask for his autograph or, you know, handshake or anything, right? But I was so starstruck, you know, all I could do was just stand there and stare at him. You know, I couldn't do anything. The only thought in my head was, that's The Rock. That's The Rock. That's The Rock, right? And he was just like, whatever. Anyway, he got his picture taken. And then people were like running up to him, getting autographs and stuff. And I was watching, I was like, man, this is so cool, you know? You could just tell that he was just so happy that people were being nice to him, right? And I was like, you know, if I ever see The Rock again, I'm gonna go right up to him, bro. Because it's The Rock, I can't help myself. Alright, with this last joke. You know, comedians will always tell you two things, right? They'll always tell you when they get booked on a show, and they'll always tell you when they just had sex. That's a bit juvenile, you know what I mean? Like myself, I haven't been booked on a show in over a month. But I did get late last week, so thank you.
Yeah, give it up for you, one, everybody.
Prove it.
That was awesome. My lovely lady brought my hard drive, so now I can put side music on.